Get out of my kitchen. Yeah, you.
Okay, YouTube, how y'all doing, man? We back with another one on Do You Even Be Listening, though? Do you be listening, man? You know, me and Tone coming out here, man. We about to tell y'all about this topic that we feel we want to talk about tonight is why is it a Black History Month? I feel like this is a question that need to be answered. I'm gonna let Tone take off with it. Go ahead, Tone.
Okay. Well, I didn't hear the music to start us off with, so I was anticipating, hearing some.
Okay. We gonna do this the right way then. We're gonna do this the right way.
Yeah, I
All
want to
right.
hear. I want to rock out to, what I'm saying, some of the lyrics real quick. Get me in my mode.
I got you. Let's do this. Oh, yeah.
But yeah, man.
There it is.
Look, everything I spit, it got a message, but I guess they don't appreciate the lesson. I guess they just wanna continue stressing, but I'm all about progression. I'm in my essence. Shit, y'all know what I mean, bitch. I do me, you do you, and nigga ain't no in between. This guy shit, baby, and y'all tryna live the life of kings. I'ma let them play with you and dangle all them simple things. Know we all got precious dreams. The truth burn like Listerine. I'm allergic to that fuck shit. I'm on antihistamines. Got niggas I grew up with mad just cause I want different things. Be mad or you ain't gon' pay my bills or chase my dreams. You don't like the show I put on, go ahead and swing the scene.
All right now.
All right.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
But yeah,
Well,
that's a song right there called I call it New Visions. You know what I mean? I'm gonna drop that soon.
brother, once again, thanks for inviting me.
For
You know what I'm
sure,
saying?
man. Man, you ain't invited, man. You ain't in, you are. Shit.
No, I'm always keep the respect where it's at,
For sure. For sure.
and then once again, peace and blessings to you and your family and healings to you and yours.
Yeah, man.
You
You
know,
already know, man. Likewise, man, we gotta keep the love spreading out here, man.
yeah, peace and blessings and healings to the audience, and peace and blessings and healings to my family.
So the topic tonight we got is the why is it a Black History Month? You know, yeah, I don't know if it's gonna be controversial or not, but I think it's something that need to be talked about though, for real, for real. We
I'm
need to.
I'm I'm not gonna be controversial tonight.
Okay, so you on your best behavior. I got you.
Well,
All
I'm
right.
on the new behavior. You know what I'm saying? I was
Okay.
providing. I'm gonna let you do that.
All right. Okay. All right. So let's get to the facts, man. So what we know as Black History Month was it started in 1926, I believe.
Mm,
Uh, it was called it was basically called like Negroes Week.
mm,
It was in the first weeks of February. It was celebrated to basically cast a light on what we do for the community as Black people.
mm,
You know, uh, so so if we getting credit for everything that we are in getting acknowledged for or whatever in this so-called month, why is it even a black and white?
mm,
Y'all giving us the shout out that we supposed to have, where they contributions at? Because I don't see them.
mm,
And why it ain't a White History Month?
mm,
Why I go to school and I see books that saying Black History or it's a Black History class in college. I ain't never heard of no white history, no white history class. You know what I'm saying? When you talk about what white people did in this country, they call it American history.
mm.
But who was here first?
So just to add to where you're going, um, you were starting off saying, why is it a Black history? Well, why is it a Black history? Is to contain you.
Yeah.
If you give me a month or you give me a certain particular day or time to acknowledge my own self, that's only to contain me to that narrative. And if you contain me to the narrative, you don't give me no right to explore a deeper narrative. And then you say, why is it not a White History Month? Because that's integrated within our society. Every day we live in white history because things have been whitewashed. So when you say why we don't have a white history, as far as the why they won't talk about it as if it's a separation, is because it's classification. They gave us a class. They changed everything. We was a culturally a tribe. If we was indigenous within the community, we just gonna keep it to the narrative because if it has to be a Black History Month, now it has to be, we have to be Black and African American coming from, descendants of the slaves. So I just keep it right there. I don't want to go too far outside of that because that's not. So if we keep it to that narrative, then why they won't incorporate any other history month per se is because they want this current history to be dominated by the winners of the race, which considering in 2025 it looks like they've won the race, so they've promoted all of the history that they wanted us to know about, the whitewashing that they took from us. Not saying that there wasn't a lot of contributions, however, we're just talking about why is it a Black History Month. So I don't want to be because I have white counterparts that I respect and love, so I don't want to be intrusive into their thoughts. However, the truth is still stands as the truth. So Black History Month is a creation to categorize you and put you in such a place, which is just that, put you in your place.
Yeah. I feel like it's more of a I'm gonna celebrate you for putting me where I'm at.
Wow.
That's what it sounds like to me. You know what I mean? Like, hey, I'm gonna give you your props though, but good looking. You know what I'm saying? As I sip it from the cup. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn.
Yeah, it
You
is.
know what I
Just
mean?
a slap in the face.
It's definitely a slap in the face, and it's celebrated. You know what I mean? And then
You
it's
got,
crazy.
you got well, sorry about that.
No, I was about to say, and it's crazy because they made it to a point where people celebrating it only for the month.
So
Like,
when you say that today, I haven't heard nothing about Black History today. Remember, I was telling you that. I was like, damn, I ain't nobody said nothing about Black history. Well, the ones that say something about it is considered the elite or the bourgeoisie, the boule, because they're gonna promote the essence of what they've been taught as well. You got the namesakes, you know what I'm saying, the TV, the interviewers and all of those, the famous interviewers that we all know that give away prizes and stuff like that. They gonna keep it promoted up. You got the XYZ. I'm not naming no names because some of these people we grew to love, for the celebrities on TV and the things that they celebrate, we want to kind of be a part of that, but they pushing a narrative that's not true. So that they need to keep their whitewashing so they can keep the money in their pocket. So I think that the current state of people in the community, in the urban community, don't want to celebrate it because we celebrating ourselves every day. I would hope. So I would hope that we've taken a little deeper step in noticing that Black was a construct, that was something that was made up and that was given to us because according to the understanding, Vincent Terminer, he basically said that in his book, They Came Before Columbus, it was many African maritime documents that showed how they traveled, to the Americas well before. They traveled to, South Americas, as they call it, to the Olmecs, and they showed how the cultures was united, and how indigenous people of the land also had true African roots, which was African is not even the name of it. But yeah, man, that's when we talked about it and we said that this is it because this is Black History Month. It's so many angles you can go with that.
Yeah, and it's they give us the shortest month. I just feel like that's that's disrespectful. Let's talk about what I see. I see that people only even choose to kind of even partake in any type of history with when it comes to melanated beings is they'll try to go back on this month. You know what I mean? Instead of this being a particular study on a day-to-day basis. You know what I'm saying? I think history is important. You know what I mean? I know people like to say don't live in the past or whatever and that, but things can give you an example, man. This shit don't come from nowhere. Ain't nothing new under the sun. So
Right.
I really want people to take awareness to what they're signing up for when they get their energy to something instead
Right.
of just letting it be. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because
Just let it be.
yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah, letting it be, and that's what people focused on, and that's the condemnation right there, because they keeping you trapped like that. They get you emotional, they get you fighting, you get riled up, you feel disrespected, you still being disrespected, you know what I'm saying, and you still partaking in the celebration that's created by the person that's keeping you down, man. You know what I mean? And I think people need to wake up, man, and see that they bringing themselves down. It's
Yeah.
it's keep
It's the
feeding that
system.
same energy. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's a systematic approach. It's not taking away from what you said, because they are allowing the people being the system as itself, because it's a systematic approach. It's just like why you say they're not celebrating White History Month, because at one point in time people they migrated towards the namesake of where they was from. They was Slavics, they was Polish, they was this, they was that. But because of inclusive, because of them being the minority, they had to add other cultures or other what they call classes or races into the group so they can become more in numbers. So
Mm-hmm.
when you say white, that can be a Latin American. That can I even have counterparts that are not in that can check white. White box.
Right.
So that just was a way to kind of keep their numbers up in such a way. So it's been a trick. So if you say Black History and we gave you something, we gave you something already.
Mm-hmm.
Since we gave you something already, stop crying.
Yeah. Yeah. That's pretty much what it is with all holidays to me. You know what I mean? They all got their own setup, time, scheme, placement, for people to get that certain amount of energy to,
Right.
at that time of year. You know what I'm saying? And then you celebrating somebody else shit when you should be celebrating yourself. What you
Right.
got right there?
Absolutely. I got this book here. I
Mm-hmm.
think I told you in history class. It's a easy read.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of the ones that you kind of can give to kids. It's
Okay.
Afrocentric meaning that even black people lie. Black people lie to promote something to keep their pockets fat. So Afrocentric doesn't necessarily have to be true. So uh, I'm not saying that we shouldn't find out what's the truth, but just check your resources too, because I did a study on this is kind of going to slight a lot of people that kind of just do the basic studies, but I did a study on the first black president, and John Hanson, and I had a good client, and he was a professor, and he took that to his students at I'm not gonna say the university, but he took it to his students, and they did an exegesis on the topic, and they came back how false it was. We still acknowledge the Afrocentric view, but at the same token, a lot of things have been lied about. That way, they can still keep us in a box. So even so, when they give you something, they hide in their hand. It's just like with the current regime. Prior, they tore down statues, of old battle sergeants that actually had part in the Civil War, that actually did things that was not right to us as a people, but they wanted to tear that down. Well, why? So that the history will be erased. So when it's time for us to unite and come together, it won't look so bad to the people that actually oppressed us. So the oppression is real. So anything, the censorship is real. So anything that they can promote and make, and when I say they, it's not a people, it's a system.
Yeah, yeah. That's what people don't realize too.
Yeah, it's a
Because
system.
I always hear people say, "Who is they? Who is they?"
Right, right.
The machine, motherfucker. That's who they is. Shit.
Right, right.
Y'all living under the rules of the machine.
Yeah.
For real. And y'all too scared to do something about it. You know what I mean? I ain't scared to do nothing about it. That's why I put my face out here. These motherfuckers know who I am. Shit.
I didn't think about that. I didn't think about the result of me saying how I feel about it being truth, because I always felt that the truth is what it is. If they call it a martyr, if I'm martyred for my truth, then death is nothing but a reincarnation for me.
Yeah.
So I thought about that, because I've been asked, how do you feel about people judging what you say and all of this, that, and the other? Well, this has become my truth. If you check my life, you check my content of what I'm saying, it all is all going to prove out to be what it is.
Yeah.
I was very militant at a point, to where it was nothing but, my brown skin. If it wasn't about my brown, it ain't right. So.
Yeah.
I think that now today's age is that, man, if we still calling ourselves black and we still this, it's just something that we kind of gotta look at as, well, that's just what they learned, or that's just what they know. You gotta take yourself deeper to realize that we not black, we not a color, we not a color, we not black, we not white. If anything, we're indigenous. You know what I'm saying? Indigenous melanated beings.
Do you want to break down the etymology to indigenous?
Yeah, go ahead.
You know what the indigenous really means?
Go ahead.
That it means bisexual, and it means you cannot procreate, you can't recreate. That's what indigenous mean.
That's Black Law Dictionary, huh?
That is broke down in different languages. Like in Latin and shit. I think, damn, you got me stuck. Hold on, wait, because I got the slide for that, so I can bring that up later.
Okay.
I got the slide for that. But yeah, if you want to say anything, if you want to use a word for that, I would say Aboriginal
Exactly.
or originating. You know what I'm saying? Because
I like that. I like that, Aboriginal.
Yeah.
Because that has a major etymology to it. Ab in a Kemetic is your soul.
Yeah.
So soul original.
Yeah. So yeah, that's exactly what it means. So yeah, so that's what you want to say. Just like we Aboriginals to this land. You know what I'm saying? They didn't come over here and find it, and nobody was here.
Right.
That look like us. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, that's the trick bag itself. You know what I mean? I don't understand how they can basically say that they came over here and it was just, oh, it was scot-free, man. They automatically knew how to fertilize the soil, how everything grow around here, everything work around here. You know what I'm saying? Like, somebody had to show them that, how to survive on these different lands, these different terrains, y'all, and y'all not recognizing that. You know what I mean? And go ahead.
No. You just immediately brought me to what I was looking at. Professor Mandy Izadi on 12:45 p.m. and 3 p.m. The semester of fall 2024 at the Harvard University, Land, Labor, and Legacies: New Perspective on Black and Indigenous History. So that's a Harvard study that's going on right now in 2024 that's basically saying that we was already here.
Yeah. That's a fact. Yeah, we was already everywhere, man. You can go.
Right.
Well, I mean, I could do a quick Google search right now, and then I can type up. I don't even gotta say nothing on the topic. You can just go to different countries, different regions of the world. Just say Aboriginals of China.
Right. They all brown.
They gonna come up. You know what I mean? Like, and y'all still falling for the trick bag. You know what I'm saying? They literally came over here. And now we minorities. I do not believe the census.
Let me ask you, because
they the real.
I told you I was gonna reel you.
Yeah, for sure.
Why they do that?
What? Say it again. Why they did what exactly?
Why did they tell us that we were from Africa?
Because
okay,
I think that's a good question.
Okay. Let me answer it for you. Let me answer my perspective.
All right, go
So
ahead.
when we say real estate, because pretty soon we could talk about real estate, we could talk about crypto, we could talk about stocks, we could talk about all of that. We
Yeah,
just keep basic, because that's just we just want to talk.
yeah.
But when you say why they put us all the way in Africa, thousands of miles away, I've even been to Africa. I've been to Lagos, Nigeria, and I'm not from Africa.
Hmm.
I don't look like them. I love them. I love the understanding. I'm not from Africa. So
Hmm.
why I do that is because of land. Land
Yeah,
is real estate. So the real estate is land. So if you
mhm.
knew that you was from this land, then you have ownership to the land.
Exactly.
So
And
so
that's something I want to explain to people too. Can I say one thing? Uh, all that DNA,
that's not real.
all that bullshit. Stop,
That's not
stop,
real.
stop doing that, man. They
That's
ain't
not,
doing they ain't doing nothing but splicing your ass. They taking all your DNA and splicing your ass. So hey, stop doing that, man.
yeah, because they're not gonna tell you where you from. I'm gonna pull it up because it need to be pulled up. But
Mhm.
I'm gonna pull it up and because what you just said is that what when they because because people like you with wealth will challenge people and they say, "What do you mean I'm from Africa?" And they'll come up with it with the money and they'll find out what it means to them.
Mhm.
So lineage first dot medium is a source that says African and Black Americans with indigenous North American genetic ancestry, a complex interplay of history, genetics, and systematic erasure. Systematic erasure. Remember, we just said it's a system, and they tried to erase us. But right now, you can go to lineage first, and lineage first actually can help with that. It's a brother that I follow. I don't mind giving a shout out to Dane Calloway. I like a lot of his content, but
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, I follow him
Shout out
and
to Dame, man. Dame, he got a big influence on you know, a lot of research that I got about this journey. He kind of cracked the mind open for me, you know what I'm saying, to
all right,
get
that's
me
a blessing.
get me started.
I agree. I
Yeah.
agree. I shade to
Mhm.
Dane because
Mhm.
when it be early studies, he would really they didn't shut him down so much because when you come with so much truth and your
Yeah,
people don't want to accept it, you know that there's something deep within the subconscious. So we holding on to this fear. We
yeah.
hold on to this because if you got to find out that this is your land and you got to fight for this land, some
Yes,
we
sir.
weak right now.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. And he was the one that so he says that to find out, your family tree, your real family tree, man, to go back for real, man, get your ass down there to that city hall.
Mm.
Go get them death certificates. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? You can't make that up. You'll
Yep.
fuck around and find out that you own some shit in your
Yep.
family, and you will be the one that only did the research to go find it, and you'll be
Exactly.
the one, and you'll get to decide what to do with it. So, you know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? Like y'all really need to get off that ass, man,
Yeah.
and stop letting these people just put stuff in your face and then make you just be a zombie to it, man. You gotta
Because if you're African American and you descended from slavery, that means that your history is in the Library of Congress because
yeah.
the history of the slaves because they was more like cattle. So
Mhm.
if you was in the if your family history is from the lineage of African slaves, then it would be in the Library of Congress. You'd be able to find out. However, my little cousin Ricky, he the one been doing a deep dive into our history and it's been showing how like my grandmother said, she don't remember slavery. She said, I remember slavery, son. She said even from her grandmother, she doesn't remember slavery. So
Right.
right. So she's
You
lived.
want why you I know why you run that up. Why you want to do that? Because you know how I
No,
feel
I'm
about
not bringing it.
slavery.
I'm bringing it
Okay,
up
all
for a
right.
reason to
Can-
say that we gotta watch what we've been told because we're more powerful than we truly are.
Mhm.
We know how to grow the land. We know how to manage it. We know what to do within our family. We don't banish the black sheep. We
Right,
don't.
right.
We keep that within. I know you want to blast a lot of stuff out the water, you know.
No, I don't want to blast. I just want to. Certain things need to be brought to the light,
Yeah,
so people can start saying to the people that's been bullshitting, make that make sense.
right. Because the transatlantic slave trade was where you was going with that. That's been considered not real, you know, by
Yeah,
historians. You know,
exactly.
when you get to an elite level of studying and you start to go fact check your own records that you thought, you'll see that the transatlantic slave trade wasn't real. They might have brought a few, enslaved, because slave comes from Slavic, for the first people that was put in those type of positions. But we were, if you was part of that, you was enslaved because you was a free or a sentient being first. And
Yeah.
if you made it to that land, you made it to the Caribbeans first. And if you made it to the Caribbeans first, then you kind of was stuck in the Caribbeans.
Mm-hmm.
So if you were stuck in the Caribbeans, according to transatlantic slave trade, they tried to show a three dispersal, to these lands, but they could have been just one channel up, because they would travel several routes prior to Columbus, up that route anyway, because it was the way the wind blew the water, and it would allow
Exactly.
them to travel a lot better. So,
Exactly.
so they would reach those southern South Americas first. I'm doing this because I don't want you to I don't want you to be irate with it.
No,
So
I'm cool. I'm cool, man. I'm cool. I'm cool.
like my Jamaican brother, he's very serious about slavery and how it wasn't real, and how they buck break them, and how they did all sorts of sodomy to them, and
Yeah.
that's why they so sick about it down there.
Mm-hmm.
So
At least
slavery,
they offended.
they're offended, bro.
At least they offended.
Yeah.
Well, what about why we ain't offended? You know what I mean? Like,
Talk
it's
about
crazy.
talk about talk about
You would
being
let somebody talk about you like that and don't want to say nothing. You don't want to fact check it. You just want to say this is what they did to us.
I ain't did nothing to you.
They tricked your ass.
They did it. They did it to your mind.
They did, yeah, because the slave is in the mind. You're locked in the mind. Now you believe it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna just say this, man, to put it all in a nutshell, it's all bad contracts.
Right.
Picture yourself signing just like they do in the record industry, man. Like, in the industry, they give all these people bad contracts, and now it look like you owe them.
Right. Right. Well,
But they use go
you know,
ahead.
once again, being in the state that I'm in, the pendulum swings, man, and the sun shines on the dog's eyes.
Mhm.
So if the pendulum swings, the grandfather clock, it swings. And with that being said, their power has a reign that lasted. The Constitution is just 1776. We not even 400 years into a civilized, civilization. So we usurped the power. We was once great, and we gave that power away. So the sun shine back on over on the real light.
Yeah. I
Eventually,
mean,
you know.
they say history repeats itself anyway, so
Yeah,
but they don't say that even if it repeats, it can be flipped. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's just like that, man.
How you feel about when your culture, your age group don't acknowledge it at all, when they don't care about it, because
I'm petty. Like it used to frustrate me because I used to feel like I was preaching. You know what I'm saying? They make it, oh, what are you talking about? Or they get disrespectful, but to the point that you think outside the box that they want to put you down. You know what I'm saying?
right,
Like it'd be like, oh, you stupid. Or with
right,
the science, but in science it tell you this, or in this and that it tell you that. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like they still stuck to the program. They still want to go with what they were indoctrinated with or what they was told, and they don't even care to do the research themselves. You got to think like we coming from communities where certain ideas aren't even in people's plans to even become.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like we just so limited. You know what I mean? You got people from our neighborhood that want, oh, I want to play basketball. Oh, I want to play football. Oh, I
Right.
want to do this. Oh, I want to do. You don't never hear nobody say, hey, I want to build a new car, like
Right.
a new brand of car. You know,
Well,
or, or just something different. You know what I'm saying? Like, or they gonna get hated on so much. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy.
or you gonna be censored.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
you got the people you got people your age that's kind of doing it. I'm just playing devil's advocate because I asked you why they not doing it, but you got the ones that
Hmm.
your age that's doing it. They just being shadow banned. They being censored, or
Yeah,
they eliminated out the picture
yeah.
because in the '90s the conscious movement was real. The conscious community was shut down. You had the poor righteous teachers. You had Queen Latifah. With one lady
Hmm.
first. You had a lot of consciousness that was coming down the line. I think that's coming back around. So I think that once again we didn't speak about Black History this month because um, that we felt like we was already running it, but we need to be running it with our mouth and with our power. If we feel like we don't need Black History no month no more, then what we gonna do? I think that we being tricked. Because if we don't want the power to be, then why are we accepting the power? Why you not
Stop.
why we not putting our own thing together? I think it's sad. So
I think people need to stop celebrating stuff and take accountability. Cause
yeah,
you got people that was before you that thought they was martyring themselves for you to have a better education and for you to enlighten yourself or whatever the reason behind what their mission was. They did it for people after them. And
right.
that's not even respected. And you just let they whatever they stood on get disrespected and they died for you. All these Jesuses that died for you, and you still want to be you want to go more toxic than you possibly can be. You want to be more toxic on top of that. You know what I mean? Instead of actually, hey man, somebody did this for me, or they try to show and tell me, or stood up and fought for people like me after them. And you know what I mean? It's just disrespectful on that sense. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't got to be celebrated for a month, the shortest month. That should just be something that should be instilled in you to make you want to fight back.
Right. Yeah. And fight back in such a way where you build your knowledge, you build your community. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
You get away from the rhetoric of what they putting on the squares. The square phones, the square TVs. Because we destroying ourselves from the inside out, and we've been doing it. So it ain't like it's nothing new. But the pockets of communities that need to come together, if we come together within ourselves and start to create a new message, a new understanding, and buy some land and put ourselves together, then we ain't gotta worry about a Black History Month or somebody giving us something. You too
Hmm.
big on the handouts. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the handouts are serious.
The structure that we got going on right now, but I don't believe in the structure. I don't believe in the handout. I'm from the '90s. I I'm not. I was kind of temperament on saying that, but I didn't like spending food stamps. I thought
Yeah.
I didn't. I didn't like spending.
Okay.
You know, I had them. I go ask somebody for some money and trade them off or something. I ain't like spending food stamps, but but there's ones that spend them to this day. I wouldn't. I mean, it's just me. It's my opinion. It's my understanding. But I would never
Right.
buy half price food stamps because I don't want to spend them anyway. I got a
Hey,
different.
look, I ain't gonna even lie. I ain't gonna even lie to you now. Come on now, you going too far now. You going too far. You give me them stamps, I'm spending them. I, I got to get mine, buddy. I ain't too proud to even up there. They ain't about to keep me down. I ain't using
Pride is
everything I can.
bad. Pride
Hey,
is bad.
look. I'm using every
Elder do
weapon.
what I do all the. As an elder, don't
Man,
do.
I'm using every weapon. All right. Shit. That's how I feel about it.
Well, it's just like the word nigga. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? It's like I used it so much and so long, and I became so used to it to where when I was coming up, the older people they would be like they would really slam you for it, but
What's wrong with the word nigga?
Nothing at this point because I could give you so much history. Naga.
Yeah,
NAG.
exactly. We've been niggas.
Right? They can go look that up. NAGA.
Yeah.
We can look up so many, Nigeri, you know what I'm saying? You can look up, so many words that was
Mm-hmm.
positive, so once again they usurp the information and give it to you back to you in a way that's not right, you know what I'm saying? So, even with the word nigga, like I said, I was embracing it until I found out that more of us didn't know what it meant. And I'm
Right.
calling me a nigga, you don't even know what that we got us under that word.
Mm-hmm.
So if you don't even know what that word means, I'm not gonna even allow you to call me that, because you calling me that now
Oh,
out of
that's how you feel about it?
today, I'm not
Yeah.
I'm not gonna let you see that I'm offended by it because I'm not offended by it emotionally. I'm gonna control my emotion, but I do
Yeah.
have a feeling that says that you as a man don't have a right to call me a nigga unless you know what it means.
I got a question for you. Do you think is nowadays, I don't know, I just wonder how you feel about it. Should a person get mad if a white person called them the N-word?
Hmm. Well, once again, bro, like me being me being flexible. You call
Mm,
me a nigga, I'm gonna really ask you, do you as a white counterpart, that culture, I mean that understanding is white because I still talk to people that know they Polish or they know they Slavics from Germany, whatever the case may be. But
mm-hmm.
if you call me a nigga and you white, it's such a misunderstanding to you. I'm almost now feeling bad for you because I understand that prior to this understanding that I'm in now, or this dispensation that I'm in now, I got pictures I can pull up. I mean, I can't be in trouble for nothing I say now, but I would slaughter you if you called me a nigga, and I would die behind it.
Yeah,
So today though, I'm so flexible to where I want to know why you call me one. You know,
yeah.
I'm so flexible to it to where I think that in my state that I haven't had the opportunity for somebody to call me that.
I'm gonna tell you the truth. I had to beat this white man up at a bar.
Oh man, you
I was just being honest, look. But he ain't called me a nigga. He
hey man,
called me a boy. And that pissed me off.
right.
That was I think that pissed me off more than him calling me a nigga. You know what I mean? If he would have said nigga, I probably would have been like, man, get your goofy ass out of my face, man. You know what I mean? Because I really think people start using it
That's some
in
juice.
a derogatory way when they I think it's a lack of intelligence. I think you just couldn't think of nothing else to say. Especially if I ain't crossed the line on you first. I feel like you just ain't had nothing to say. You that's where your brain stopped. You know what I'm saying? I know what to hurt you. You know what I mean? But
So
he
I kind
called
of well, go ahead about
he,
Black History Month.
he called me boy.
Yeah, that's
That
belittling you.
yeah,
Yeah.
I had it. Yeah, we had it. Yeah.
Words don't offend me no more. Words don't offend me.
No, that offended me. That offended me because
It
he was
should.
over there.
It
He
should.
offended the nigga offended me because he over there shadow boxing and talk about what he was doing and people in jail and all this other. You know, so they called him prison. But he was a cocky ass white dude. I ain't gonna lie. And I had to handle it.
Hey, I trust and believe that that your solar power is gonna overtake. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah. Hey,
So,
look, I ain't one of them dudes that's about to get beat up by a white nigga on camera. I'm gonna just tell y'all that now. If y'all see me in public and think that's possible, that's not possible. Look, everything gonna come out of me. I'm gonna be ultimate fighter out this.
nah, bro, we're not gonna go there because we're not gonna allow ourselves to be to be in the environment with that energy.
I feel that. I feel that.
We're not gonna be in an environment with that type of energy. But at the same token, I might not hang out with you or do the same thing that you do, but I
Yeah.
understand where you come from. You know what I'm saying? I understand where you come from because in Indianapolis in 2020, when they was throwing bricks down there, they was throwing bricks down at Indianapolis downtown, breaking the windows. But I don't know no black people that's gonna bring no bricks downtown to break no windows downtown. So what a bricks come. But
Right.
to say that, but because they put bricks downtown for you to throw. But anyway,
But we got a comment that said they said sometimes it's not the words, it's the audacity that piss you off.
yeah,
That's from Ill Grimy.
yeah, I feel that because
Yeah.
how dare
Yeah.
you say that to me, you know? But at the same token, I think that we have the right to say what we say, because if you educate yourself and you understand how the Caucasian culture or Caucasian race, no disrespect to any Caucasian, how that understanding came to be, Europa and how the Moors went in there and they kind of brought in the sewer system and they kind of cleaned up the environment, you know that's what the Pied Piper, with bringing the rats out of that. That's what that story is about. That was a Moor, So we not disrespecting any person, but the truth is what it is that
Mm-hmm.
we the head of the echelon when it comes to cleanliness, when it comes to most things that culturally aware people like, So when you call me a nigga, I will really like understand. I want to know why you chose to say that, because if I told you the truth, then you be like, dang, my fault, You
Yeah.
ain't, because I think anybody could be a nigga according to ignorance,
Yeah.
I think that the nigga word fits, some people, I think that it's a derogatory word when you use it in such a way to down a person. It fits sometimes,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
I
So
mean, but we've been so programmed to say it that
we use it
we
as a term.
know we know how it's being said. It's like it's
Right.
the word that has so many feelings in it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I could be like my nigga, or what up, nigga, or nigga. You know what I'm saying? You got me like nigga.
That
And you know what I meant every time I said it though. You know what I'm
right.
saying? It's
Right.
that powerful. You know what I mean? So I don't. It's all depends on how you use it. I think.
Right.
Because it got so much power in it that you can use it in so many ways. It's like your tonality of which you using it is just it's already felt. Like you know when you being disrespected with the same word, or you
Right.
know when you being
Same
greeted with
word.
it. You know what I'm saying? Like so. That's
So
how I
yeah,
feel about that.
yeah, I agree. So yeah, man. Why they gave us Black History Month is for reasons like this. They wanna censor how we feel about our expansion. We creative beings, so creative things expand. So
Mm-hmm.
we've been put on the back burner. We've closed off our expansion and we closed off our creativity. So we chose to take in what a person has been given us.
Right.
So there's no need for Black History Month. There's no need for, like you said, any holiday. That's a consumer type of idea.
Yeah.
So if you put your person in consumerism, you get me to spending my money. I don't have no way to reinvest it to my community or my family. So
Right.
therefore, keep giving you these holidays. That way you can keep spending your money, keep being happy. You keep a happy-go-lucky nigga dancing around, juju and kiki and haha and all the time. They never gonna focus back on themselves. That's when you use the word nigga. I use the word nigga like that, because
When you
my
a
my
clown in the circus.
huh
They said make you look like a clown in the circus.
man make you look like a clown in a circus.
Yeah.
So I don't know why I keep seeing them damn rock revival jeans or them sparkly jeans in my mind when I see Black History Month, man. But it's like they just made us into buffooneries.
Yeah.
Like we buffoons. They took our culture and they usurped it and gave us back what they wanted us to have. Black History Month. And then we
Yeah.
we acting like some fools.
And
But I mean,
then made certain stars. You know what I'm saying? Out of it. Like I'm gonna give you the Black History stars too. Like we got Martin Luther King, we got Malcolm X, we got Rosa Parks, you know what I'm saying? Like, but then it don't make them go no further and try to research others. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just like that. I don't I really don't I already look at them as sort of agents in a way because anybody who has called themselves a black leader or something like that, we didn't elect these people. They just came out of nowhere.
Absolutely.
Their story just popped, and it's crazy because media back then is not as powerful as media today with all the different platforms and different places you can go to get media. So how did they just blow like that?
Well, because that was the narrative. Because the media that we had. I'm looking up this what you had just said. Because boy, you just said something exactly.
Hold on. We got a comment from the hood table. He said, it's definitely a part of my regular vocabulary. Hard to drop it when I've used it all my life growing up in the hood. And that's true. You know
Don't
what I
drop,
mean? Yeah,
don't drop.
you don't need to drop the word. I don't
Learn,
think you need to drop the word.
just learn what it means.
Mm-hmm.
Drop it. You know what I'm saying? Like we said, NAGA, Naga. Go look up that word. Go find out what the Naga is because Naga was considered a god. You know, so
Mm-hmm.
like you were saying, Ivan Van Sermina. You know, that's one of the guys that we can look to. One, you know, the elders that we can look to, far as to get some understanding. You know, but no,
Mm-hmm.
don't drop it. Whatever your heart feel, ride it out. It's time to use your heart. You know, if your heart telling you something, follow your heart until your heart tells you something different. But when it tells you something different, replace that information.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you do that. Replace the information with new information. Don't just be ignorant to the fact because you could be weak with a weak will and just use whatever word that's convenient for you. You know what I'm saying? They say that when our mind is at the weakest, we use weak words like cuss words. Well, I'm
Mm-hmm.
think stronger. So if nigga is a cool word, then use it. But use it behind a sentence that can give you power. Don't be like, nigga, this nigga ain't shit. You know,
Yeah.
use
Yeah.
it as a word of power. Use it as a term of endearment. If you just using it every day as a word that just, is what it is, then I mean, choose your words. But once again, I've been through that though. So I'm when it's time to do it then. Don't don't
Mm-hmm.
don't take what I'm saying because once again, I'm an elder. I'm 50. I'm 20 years older than you, if that's the case. But I said it and I didn't care, but I had zero consciousness.
Mm-hmm.
So if I was a rut in the sand and I'm telling you I'm not coming out the mud and you want to be in the mud and the mud ain't pretty, I
Mm-hmm.
survived it. I'm alive. So if you that's just anything you do. You can use the word loosely. You can live your life loosely. You can drink all the gin, Hennessy, do say loosely. I did
Yeah.
all, but I stayed alive. So if you make it, then go
And that's what they say, man. Shit, it's all about survival, man. Survival of the fittest, man. That's what it is.
survival of the fittest. So,
That's-
so, so my nigga, if you saying nigga and it's in a term to where you just don't care how you use your words, then so be it. But words have power. Words
yeah.
have spelling. That's why we learned the English. That's why the English language was given to us versus any other language, so they can
Yep.
keep us under a spell.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, use the words that you choose to use.
That's something I've been doing. I've been doing research on too. Is old English.
Yes,
You
that's
know.
why etymology is so important for us
Mm-hmm.
to have. We got to know the understanding and the breakdown of these words.
He said, yeah, I do genuinely use it as a term of endearment. And yeah, I mean,
That's what's
I
up.
ain't I ain't really I ain't really trying to say it in no derogatory way unless we about to fight. You know what I mean? But you know what I mean? For real, on the normal, I'm using nigga. It is probably like, what's up, my nigga? You know what I'm saying? Like that. Like it ain't never. But yeah, we was damn, we cut off you was about to say something, I read the comment. I cut you off a minute ago and I can't even remember what the fuck it was.
Yeah, well, just to go on what you said when you say how you use the word nigga, you was 30, you 30, or whatever the case may be, 32, 33, 34, whatever the chronological age, because
Yeah,
I just dipped off to that. We don't supposed to count numbers. But
yeah,
anyway,
for sure.
right. So at that age, when I was saying nigga, I had 13 my license I had been to jail 13 times. My license was suspended over 13, 14 times. So when I said nigga at 28 years old, I meant it. I ain't say it as a term of endearment. You see what I'm saying? So my people was saying, it was like, man, are you sure you want to say how you truly feel? I was like, fact check my shit then.
Yeah.
Because when I use the term nigga, I meant it, nigga. I'm about to eat. I'm gonna bite your head off. I'm not a threat. I'm not a dangerous person, but my people is, or my friends is, niggas that love me is. But you know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna keep it real. I'm gonna tell the truth. So my truth is that at that time when I was in the trenches, you know what I'm saying, the belly of the beast, I felt that term was whatever it meant. Nigga, take it how you want.
Right.
So once again, it's still, if you are using it as a term of endearment, what is that endearment to you? If this is your man and he's a Naga, then what does that mean to you? I want to still kind of like, be the elder in the situation and say, you still got to do some research. If you use it as a term of endearment, then just do some research. Tell me what Naga mean. Tell me what that means to you if I'm a nigga. I used to say it when I didn't know too much else. Never ignorant getting goals accomplished. I like the actor Tupacalypse. You know what I'm saying? I like all of that he brought to the table. So nigga meant that to me at the time. So that's all I say about it, bro. Because at one point in time, it would be Negro. So, what's up, my Negro? Come on, man. Out of here with all of that crap, man.
Hell no. So the hood table, she said she a female. She said, by the way, I'm a female, LOL, but everyone when they first see me in the chat thinks that I'm a he because of the name.
All right.
So it's a female.
All right.
He said you was speaking on old English. Remember when I said I cut you off? He said that's what you was speaking. That's what you was about to get to speak on, but we might be too far gone because my brain, I just hit the weed.
Well, what I like to say is that you just in your flow of energy. You in energy. The way we do it naturally, so it's in our energy. So if you can relate to our energy, then you relate to what we're saying. I always keep books. I like books. So when we need to do an exegesis, when we need to do a study, that's fine as well. But at the same token, I like to flow as well. So we just talking, we just kicking it.
Yeah, I mean that's what we do anyway, man.
Yeah.
I didn't stay in the shop with you after my haircut was done. You know what I'm saying? Bitch chopping it. So but yeah, man, this was a good topic, man. I'd kind of like to elaborate on it some more, you feel me? But
hey, all right, but I'm just gonna read because I just was opening up the book because I like to do that too. It says white supremacy is a drug. It makes a person drunk with power and evil. It robs them of their humanity and their soul. For one has to be a soulless creation to rape little girls, engage in lynching, castrate grown men's body parts, burn people alive, dehumanize fellow human beings for calling them inferior and 3/5 of a man, a savage subhuman, and then to sell them for money. White supremacy robs white people of their basic humanness, that they themselves can barely be called humans in a complimentary sense of the word. Look at how they ripped apart the body of a decapitated the head of an innocent black man by dragging him in the back of a truck in Texas. So a lot of people they really get deep down into how they feel about white supremacy and what we call the system, and the system of what gave us black history.
I got a question for you. And this is something I ask people and shit, because if somebody called me racist, my question is, how can what you call black people be racist? How can we be racist?
Right. So with that being said, racism, when you look at the word, and you think that we're just talking about I don't like him being white, or I don't like him, he's a hillbilly, he's this word, he's that word. They think that that's racism. Racism is a system that is designed to keep the other culture or other races down or under a certain systematic depression, like welfare, like schooling. You know, the indoctrinated Rockefeller thing, how they put kids in school. So that racism is the racism that keeps you out of a system of willful posterity. So when black people say I'm a racist, because a lot of black people say they're racist. Yeah, they're racist. Hopefully that racism mean that they uplift their culture before any others, because racism is a good word when you look at it from that term. If I say that I'm a racist with an understanding that I'm going to put my brown brothers before a lighter, fairer skinned person, that's kind of an ignorance, but that's still a racism that's very low. When you that's a racism that doesn't count. So if you say that you're a black man and you're racist, that's fine with me. You know, if you hold a power over my job, or you hold the power over my education, and you're a racist, then you have the eugenics system. You have the Rockefeller system on how you indoctrinate a child. You know, you have the Willie Lynch. You know, that's racism. So that's real racism.
I got some shit I want to say about that.
And what's the time on it?
We are, I think we at that hour.
Okay, well, still go ahead. Want to say
56. We have
on
56.
black man being racist? How can a black man be racist?
How can the oppressed be racist?
Right.
We're not winning the race. You know what I mean? And that's what people need to break down. What the word race mean. You know, so you got the word race, and a race is a competition between runners, or between anything that's, you know, just
right.
or a strong rapid current, or you know, just a straight shot to achieve the objective. You know what I'm saying? And and then you got the word ism.
Right, which is a verb.
What ism is the suffix, and it is ism means the belief or ideology or practice. So that right there show you that the race is an illusion. You feel me? Because you got the word belief, you got the word ideology, and you got the word practice. You know what I'm saying? And you got to practice something to know it. You feel what I'm saying? So they basically telling you right there
that it's not real.
It ain't even real.
That means we got to get our own, man. But what is real is that we like glitz and glamour, and we're gonna keep spending in consumerism, you know. But that's real racism, you know. I mean, that's crazy that the word racism means that, because I didn't look at it from the etymology standpoint. So we are in a race that we losing 5 laps ahead. If you got 5 laps ahead of me and you putting me in a race and you telling me that everything is equal, then it's not really equal. You got 5 laps ahead of me, you know. So that's what we see people with 5 laps ahead of me. Then they say, "Oh, you don't worry about this, don't worry about that. Everything is equal now." Well, it's not equal.
Yeah.
If my grandchild doesn't come out knowing about credit,
I'm gonna tell y'all this. This is another fun fact. 400 white people. 400 of the richest white people right now in the world.
Wow, I know what you're about to say. They
got,
oh man,
they got more accumulated
wealth
than the whole entire nation
of black
people.
Well, that's a system. Them 400 people didn't work hard.
No.
Them 400 people.
You can't get that far without stealing. But this the crazy. Let me tell you something, right? Like, because you brought up that 5 laps ahead and all that stuff, right? So you got those people who are in that position, 5 laps ahead and all that, and we still, if you want to break it down, because they got the money, but if you want to break it down, we still doing the most work,
right?
And we still making more than them. It's just so much on a smaller scale, because they put you in this trick bag that we don't even understand what we worth. The whole country run off of us. Poverty is the main consumers of all the what you call what you call designer. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to Balenciaga and Louis Vuitton, all of you broke motherfuckers is buying this shit, and it ain't got nothing to do with y'all. It ain't y'all name it, they ain't no ancestor name on it, none of that. You know what I mean? And that's this and 1,000. Let me get to another fact. 1,000 of the wealthiest white people, uh, they wealth is more than the black and Latino, all the different culture races in this motherfucker put together as well.
Wow.
So that's only 1,000. It's 8 billion people in the world. 8 billion. Let me look up the population of America because
7 point. Oh, America.
Yeah, but it's 8 billion in the world. Let me look up the
America. Yeah, that's something, man. You know, is since the statistics are against us, then it's best not to look at the statistics. It's best to kind of start where you at and kind of get it going from where you at. You know,
yeah.
Some of the brothers teach credit. Some of the brothers teach, the stocks and stuff like that. I say invest in yourself. You know what I'm saying? I actually follow a couple guys. I won't mention no names because I'm not under that perspective because I learned the credit in the stocks and the charts in prison. So I don't want you to go through the hardship that I went through just to learn the stuff. But man, you got to wake up, man.
Yeah, and the population of America in 2023 was 334.9 million.
Wow.
So we got 1,000 people that's running y'all, running me, running we. You feel me? That's crazy.
So leave on this note, bro, because I want to get to my evening routine. So with that being said, we not trying to win a material race.
Yeah, for sure.
So the race that we want to win is a spiritual race. We want to win an energetic race. So with that being said, we have to focus on our breathing. We got to focus on our family. Why I say breathing is because we need to calm down. We need to use a lot of logic, then use our emotion. You know what I'm saying? So we need to take a deep breath and become men again. You know what I'm saying? Whatever that means to you. I ain't saying nothing about your desires on sexual content or orient. I'm saying be what you want to be. Be strong in that. That way we can rebuild ourselves because we kind of looking dismal now. We like a deer in the headlights. So we need to go back to our basic roots, and our roots is traditionally spiritual. If we Aboriginal, we understood the spirit. We need to go into meditation. We need to go into prayer. We need to talk to our grandmothers again. Even if your grandmother is here physically or not, we need to say the Lord's Prayer. The Lord's Prayer is one of the most powerful prayers if you meditate on that alone. So we need to find balance and harmony within our environment. Within our home. So that's what we have to do. The material race is already won. The material race is already there. If you can't get a AI system or get a system to where you can create enough money to have you some emergency funds and some traveling expenses and some bills, then get it because it's out there now for us. Don't overindulge in debt. Pay down your bills. Pay down your credit cards, that type of stuff. But we can go on into that on 3-4 more lives. But at the same token, man, Black History Month is a joke. You know what I'm saying? It embottled us in. Step out the box, break the glass. You know what I'm saying? Stop looking on the TV for what we should be doing and look inside a book, if that's the case.
Yeah, man. It's all the trick bag, man. Just like all the what you want to call religions not religions, but holidays that we celebrate, man. And we can break down the word holiday as well. You know what I mean? I don't know how many people are aware of, what words mean and how much power they carry and that they're spell casting, man. You know what I'm saying? To even build a word is called spelling. You know what I mean? So it's just simple facts that most of this stuff that is here to disrespect you and it's also put in your face. You know what I'm saying? That you can find. You don't really have to dive too deep to get to what you're looking for all the time. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. Common sense ain't that common, is
Hey,
it? For
I
real.
appreciate you, brother. You
Yeah,
know,
man. For sure.
it's been a great build. I like how we do this again. I said that before. I'm gonna say it again because I do like it. I'm gonna acknowledge how we freestyle because I feel an energetic connection with you, and I feel an energetic connection with you know what I'm saying, the people that kind of watch it. You know, that's different for me because I'm always talking. I've actually spoken in front of, you know, I ain't gonna get into that. That's another segment. I ain't gonna talk about all of that. You know what I'm saying? But I've been through a few scenarios to where um, people need to hear what we got to say. And if you listen, I appreciate it. Hopefully, you can give me some feedback and let me know what you hear, what I can change. If you know some good ideas that I can look into, and vice versa. You know, because we got more to come, and I got more to share. You know, so
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. You know, man, but you already know we consistent with this thing, man. You know, this becoming just it's regular now. You know, it's in my schedule, so you know I'm gonna be up here a lot more. You know, to
yeah,
shed light on what I want to shed light on, what you want to shed light on, and hopefully other people join. You know, this was the channel's for. This is a community channel as well. So, you know, we want to hear y'all opinions. We want y'all to come up, and speak, speak y'all mind if you want to. You know, we ain't really looking for debates and everything, but if you crash out, we gonna say we gonna allow it. So that's what it's all about, man. This is a channel for the community, man, and we hope we touch somebody, man, reach out, help somebody, man, or maybe shed light to some things that people haven't thought. You know what I mean?
yes, sir, yes, sir. With that being said, brother, peace and blessings to the community. Ashe.
Ashe, brother.
All right, peace out.
And that's it, man. I'm about to go ahead and commence to, adjourn this meeting, man. I gotta end it with a song though, man. So it is what it is. You feel me? Shit.
Yeah. It's like when you reach a new level, you just, fuck the old ones, You wanna beat the next boss. But some niggas like the first one. I'm getting tired of these struggle raps. Just because you sad in your music don't make you a vibe. Cause you know some fancy words don't make you a God. They say you fix the world with gifts and they say Jesus tried. I ain't giving niggas shit because niggas is fried. When you extend your hand to niggas, they look in the pride. Only thing I give is game and I dare you to try. I can see the laziness when I look in they eyes. If it ain't a handout, it just hurt they little pride. I'm not a conscious rapper, nigga, I'm just smarter than you. You couldn't pay me $1 trillion to do what you do. I'd rather be a broke genius than rich with no clue. Getting money easy, hard part is keeping it full. But the Matrix didn't get me, I ain't living like you. In the rat race for the cheese like Boo Boo the Fool. I know how to live for free, I'm so comfortable. Money sitting in these spots like leftover food. It's better when you come back like chili or stew. That 9 to 5 don't get you rich, how silly of you. They say it's lonely at the top, not really my dude. I got a little quick question, this one here for you. Would you rather be broken, miserable, or miserable rich? You think money don't buy happiness, you stupid as shit. If the moolah don't make it better, you depressing as shit. We working smarter now, harder for the targets we hit. We got the skills and the bills, my team well equipped. If you ain't building, you destroy, so the rubble you get. Perception is reality, gonna let that one stick. And for the people that hate the kid, know you tired in a bitch. I'm still gonna look out for you though, hydrate from the drip. Nigga, I'm a moving profit, I sell like a ship. I'm something like an old mattress, the way that I flip. The way a nigga grinding should've been a part of the clips. Everything at my disposal, like simple as shit. Soon as the bitches see a nigga, they licking they lips. They can smell it on the nigga, they hounds for the shit. I must be jolly, rush your flavor, how to be licking the dick. Hit going bad, going bragging, some rocks you can kiss. If I cut you, I would question my responsibleness. Let me get back to my movie, you was here for the skit. Here for the skit. I'm getting tired of these struggle raps. Just because you sad in your music don't make you a vibe. Cause you know some fancy words don't make you a god. They say you fix the world with gifts and they say Jesus tried. I ain't giving niggas shit because niggas is fried. When you extend your hand to niggas, they look in the pride. Only thing I give is game and I dare you to try. I can see the laziness when I look in their eyes. If it ain't a handout, it just hurt they little pride.